8 minutes away from the, or 4 minutes away from the India versus Bangladesh toss. And the first ODI at the Shere Bangla Stadium in Mirpur is going to be the first major test for India in their Mission 2023 World Cup. Remember, all the A-listers for the Indian cricket team are back for this series. There is Rohit Sharma, there is Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli has been practicing really, really hard. Remember, he missed the entire tour of New Zealand so that he could be fit for this particular series. Rohit Sharma in the press conference yesterday said that there is still time for the 2023 World Cup and they're not looking too far ahead when it comes to the situation. So it's a kind of a typical Indian build-up. Remember, bilaterals are no problems for the Indian cricket team. Although the last time India played Bangladesh in an ODI series here, in a bilateral series, Bangladesh won 2-1. That was the series which saw Mustafizur Rahman being propelled into international stardom. And now we are seeing 7 years down the line. Bangladesh have also secured direct qualification for the 2023 World Cup. India automatically have qualified because not only they are number one in the standings, but they are also the hosts. So, seven teams have automatically qualified for the 2023 World Cup, and now we are seeing that this series is actually going to be a pretty close one. Why is that? Because Bangladesh actually have performed really, really well in ODIs. And they have a new leader in charge, which adds a very, very interesting dynamic to it. Litan Das. What a fantastic 2022 he has had. 1,708 runs across formats. He's only second in the list behind Babar Azam for most runs in the calendar year when it comes to across formats. Litan Das in ODIs in particular has been simply sensational, and that is why it has been a really, really good situation at this point in time. What will be the team composition? That is a major thorny issue at this point in time because there is no Sanju Samson for this India versus Bangladesh series. And when Sanju Samson did not play in the two ODIs that happened, one he played in Auckland, second, the match he didn't get a chance in Hamilton. And then at Christchurch, he was not picked. Rishabh Pant failed, and the knives were out as to what is going to happen. Sanju Samson's not there. Rishabh Pant will get an extended run now for the three ODIs. One hopes for Pant's sake that he can really, really capitalize on this because ever since that ODI 100 that he made against England, it has not been good going. It has not been a good going for Rishabh Pant in particular in white ball cricket, in T20Is in particular. So Shreyas Iyer, just before the pre-match start, he just gave an interview to the host broadcaster saying that traveling was hectic, but as international players, we got to cope with it. We arrived here day before. Yesterday is a great platform for me. With every opportunity, I will look to do well. Yes, travel indeed has been very, very hectic for some of these guys. Deepak Chahar was on the receiving end of some very bad hospitality from a particular airline. Remember, he was not provided the best of services, and that is why, unfortunately, you see there is a big, big complaint that Deepak Chahar has raised. Now, what is going to be the team composition? With Virat Kohli back and Rohit Sharma back, what will be the team? Because Surya Kumar Yadav is certain to be there, but who will be the opener along with Rohit Sharma? Will Shikhar Dhawan maintain his spot? Will Shubman Gill stay? Because Shubman Gill was one of the prime consistent performers in the series against New Zealand. So whether Shubman Gill makes the cut, whether Shikhar Dhawan makes the cut, this is going to be a very, very tricky team selection. Let me be very honest about it. As I had always said in the last couple of years, picking an Indian cricket team 11 and analyzing scientific chess moves, what is easier? I choose chess moves. Because this Indian team has got so many permutations and combinations. Who gets a chance? Who sits out? What is the length of the rope that you can give to each player? It is a really, really problematic situation. So yes, it is toss time at the Shere Bangla Stadium in Mirpur. We shall see what is the current situation. Remember, in the subcontinent, teams would want to bat first. Chasing also becomes easier, by the way. I mean, Virat Kohli and Mirpur, what a dream occasion it has been for him. 183, his highest ODI score, happened in Mirpur. 10 years ago against Pakistan. What an epic chase that was. If you look at even in the World Cup of 2011, Kohli on World Cup debut scored 100. And yes, Bangladesh have opted to bat. Yes, so that is the major update that we bowl. Bangladesh at Mirpur have chosen to bowl, and it'll be very interesting to see what is the team combination. Bangladesh have won the toss and have opted to field. The pitch, according to what has been analyzed at this point in time, is it's a hard surface. It's going to be a batting paradise. So, Bangladesh will be counting on their array of left arm spinners to ensure that they restrict India. But on the other hand, if it's a flat batting deck, then I see no reason why it will stay true throughout, and perhaps bowling first or batting first actually might not make that much of a difference. Whatever total India posts now, it'll be interesting to see how Bangladesh cope with it, because Bangladesh in the past have not managed to chase big totals down quite frequently because lack of power hitting, lack of consistency, big game pressure, we don't know. So that is the situation that we have encountered, and we are awaiting the playing 11s. Rohit Sharma said that he was not so sure of what is going to happen. He was very uncertain as to whether he should bat or bowl. Bangladesh made it easier by winning the toss and choosing to bowl. Three seamers and two pacers in the Bangladesh cricket team. Let me update you on that particular thing. Who are the three seamers and two spinners? We shall see. And here is the Bangladesh playing 11. Liton Das, Anamul Haq, Najmul Hussain Shanto, Shakib Al Hassan, Mushfiqur Rahim, Mahmudullah, Afif Hussain, Mehdi Hassan, Mustafizur Rahman, Hassan Mahmood, Ibadat Hussain. That is the team. But in the Indian team, Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, expected. Those are your three. KL Rahul is your vice captain and wicket keeper. Shreyas Iyer, Washington Sundar, Shahbaz Ahmed, Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chair, Mohammad Siraj, Kuldeep Sen. Kuldeep Sen makes his debut today. Yes, breaking news for all of you joining us right now. Kuldeep Sen is making his debut. Remember, the Rajasthan Royals pacer was indeed very impressive in the IPL, and it is very interesting to see how he will cope up with it. Kuldeep Sen is making his debut today in the first ODI, and there is no Rishabh Pant. So KL Rahul will be keeping. Wow, that is a real rabbit out of the hat that they have put out, because Rishabh Pant is not there and KL Rahul will be your wicket keeper. Remember, with Sanju Samson, with Rishabh Pant waiting in the sidelines, India have gone with KL Rahul, effectively perhaps to test the depth of the team. Now, what was the other update? Oh, so Rishabh Pant has been released from the ODI squad. That is the major update we have got. Rishabh Pant has been released from the ODI squad after consultation with the BCCI medical team. He will join the team ahead of the test series. No replacement has been sought. So Rishabh Pant probably has been ruled out for the entire ODI series. Big breaking that we have got from the BCCI at this point in time. Team India updates in consultation with the BCCI medical team. Rishabh Pant has been released from the ODI squad. He will join the team ahead of the test series. No replacement has been sought. Akshar Patel was not available for selection in the first ODI. So Rishabh Pant is probably been ruled out for the entire ODI series due to injury, and KL Rahul will be your keeper because there is no Sanju Samson also in this ODI series. No replacement has been sought. So that means in this entire series, it's going to be KL Rahul. So this is a major breaking update that we have at this point in time. Rishabh Pant ruled out of the ODI series and KL Rahul will be your wicket keeper. So what will be KL Rahul's batting position? Probably, if you have to look at it, Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan will open. Virat Kohli at 3. Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Washington Sundar, Shahbaz Ahmed. There is no Suryakumar Yadav also, by the way. There is no Suryakumar Yadav. So, Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul at number 5. That's what is there in the team sheet. Although, KL Rahul could be promoted to number 4 and Shreyas Iyer at 5. Washington Sundar at 6, Shahbaz Ahmed, Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chahar, Mohammad Siraj, and Kuldeep Sen. That is the bowling lineup now has effectively only two spinners, Washington Sundar and Shahbaz Ahmed. Remember, Sundar is an off spinner, Shahbaz is a left arm orthodox. Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chahar, Mohammad Siraj, Kuldeep Sen. Four pacers and two spinners, out of which two of them are bowling all rounders. So, India are going in with 6 bowlers and 5 batters. KL Rahul's position mostly will be number 4 or number 5. But KL Rahul at 5 is a very untested thing. I don't know how it is going to be. Akash, by the KL keeping, is it a good choice? And no Sanju decision looks right. But again, Akash, you may have missed the breaking update. Sanju Samson was not picked for the Bangladesh series. Rishabh Pant has been ruled out of the ODI series because of an injury, and the BCCI medical team has said. So that is why I see that Rishabh Pant has been ruled out. Only KL Rahul can keep in this entire 3-match series. If Rahul is to play as a wicket, so Washington should be best choice of 6th bowling of it. But Jairaj Rana, Shahbaz Ahmed and Washington Sundar are your major players. And if you have to look at it, Shahbaz Ahmed could play at 6, Washington Sundar at 7. That might also happen. So that is the way how it is. And I'll see more comments. Aditya Kavlek, I would like to see Umran be given a longer run than to introduce another man into the scheme of things. As I said, Aditya, I mean, yes, Umran Malik got 2 games in Auckland and he also got it in Christchurch. But why would you not want to persist with a player? Why would you want to give a debut to someone yet again? That is something which I just don't understand. What is the team management thinking? Getting another person into the scheme of things, I do tend to agree with you, Aditya, on that matter. And Jairaj and Rahul is to play as a wicketkeepers. Washington should be best choice of 6th bowling option. Agree with you, Jairaj, on that. And any other... KL Rahul keeping is the good choice. Akash, I answered that question for you. And yes, King D, again, the conundrum has begun all over again. When will you start playing with the core? Remember, prior to the series, Mohammad Shami was ruled out. Jasprit Bumrah is not available for selection until January. And KL Rahul will not be available for the Sri Lanka series in January also. So yet again, until February, March, you're not going to play with your core. And from March to June, the 3 months that the IPL is going to take place, April, May and June, possibly end of March or first week of April, you're going to see the IPL. Where will they play with the core? Yet again, June, July, August, September, 4 months you're going to play with your core. Sabab Guy, yes, I mentioned that Kuldeep Sen will make his debut and we hope that he does well. Aditya Kavlekar, for World Cup 2023, the competition will be for wicketkeeper spot, KL, Pant, Sanju and number 5 spot, Sky Iyer. Well, it's between Pant and Sanju, Aditya. Let's be very honest about it. I don't see KL Rahul keeping. If he plays as a batter, but then where will he bat? If he doesn't perform well, and if even Shikhar Dhawan has a bad patch, what are you going to do? What are your backups? We have to analyze that first. And I want to see Rahul at 4. Jairaj Rana, mostly, I think Rahul will be at 4. Shreyas Iyer will be at 5. That's the whiff I'm getting. Because KL Rahul at 5 is a very, very untested proposition. Shreyas Iyer can also be a pretty good finisher if he wants to. And at the same time, if you have to say whether Iyer or Rahul often has been criticized for his strike rate. So that is the problem. So that is the current situation at this point in time, that what happened to Pant? No injury news, no baffling. As its fans, it's baffling. So yes, it is very, very problematic that this is happening because it is a big, big issue. What is the medical situation? And here is Rahul. Rishabh Pant ruled out of the ODI series, Rahul, and
he's going to join back
for the
test series. So KL Rahul is going to keep wickets today.
Yes, and Kuldeep Sen makes his debut.
Kuldeep Sen is making his debut, and Shahbaz Ahmed is also in the 11. No?
Yes. Shahbaz Ahmed, Washington Sundar, Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, Mohammad Siraj,
and Kuldeep Sen.
6 bowlers, 2 spinners. Both of them are bowling all-rounders. Washington Sundar an off-spinner and Shahbaz a left-arm
And a lot of you must be wondering why there is no Akshar Patel. Akshar Patel
Not
was
available.
also not available. I think he also has some issue. So that is the 11 for the Indian team. And what's the toss update?
Bangladesh have chosen to bowl.
Chosen to bowl. And by the way, this is their best format. I think this is their perhaps the favorite format for Bangladesh ODIs. Recently, they've done well. Although I think they also seem a little depleted in
Yeah,
terms
there's no
of
Tamim Iqbal.
resources. Taskin Ahmed is also not available for this first game.
Yes.
So they also look a little depleted, and the Indian team, in fact, I think we've discussed this issue earlier also. What if India um, ask KL Rahul to to keep wickets, and your head coach Rahul Dravid has done it for the longest time during his playing career.
Yep. So KL Rahul as a keeper, and since they picked no Sanju Samson, he's the only keeper for this entire series.
Yes.
And Kuldeep Sen, yet again, if many people are saying Umran Malik played only 2 matches. So that is this. That's the problem that we can have. So the problem that we are encountering is that. So that is the problem that we have got at this point. Now, Pant needs to be dropped from white ball. Should play England T20. But again, if Pant was available for selection, then maybe he could have capitalized on the 3 ODIs that was there, because there was no Sanju Samson. Golden opportunity, but then injury has derailed his chances, and that same Pant, Rishabh Pant, Sanju Samson conundrum is all set to continue now. That's the unfortunate part. So, do you see KL Rahul bat at 4, Shreyas Iyer at 5, followed by Shahbaz Ahmed and Washington Sundar?
I think they'll take a call on this. They must, depending on the situation. Just
Yeah.
excuse me.
Bless you, bless you.
I think depending on the situation, as of now, well, I'm not too sure whether KL Rahul will bat at 4 or will it be Shreyas Iyer. But at 4, Shreyas has done reasonably well, especially in the last series that India played in New Zealand. He was your leading run scorer. Was he? Yeah, he was. I think he was the leading run scorer there. Did fairly well.
Shubman Gill also
Yeah,
played consistently.
and Shreyas Iyer, to be very honest, I would back him as one of the better batters from this Indian team when it comes to playing against spin. So ideally, he looks pretty okay if you play him at number 4 ahead of KL Rahul. But still, I think it could be anybody, KL Rahul or Shreyas Iyer. But I think I might just go in with Shreyas to start with.
Shreyas and Shahbaz can be a floater because he's a capable bat.
Yes.
And he can finish games also. So I think Shahbaz at 6, Iyer at 5, because I don't see KL Rahul batting in at number 5. I think you're wasting him at 5. He doesn't have
Then KL bats at.
4.
So you're saying KL or Shreyas at 4 or 5?
Yeah. KL at 5. Ideally, in my playing 11, I would put KL at 4, Shreyas at 5.
Most likely, most likely that is going to happen. But I would still say that Shreyas might just bat at number 4, because that's one position where he did really well in the last series, and you would want somebody who can consolidate the innings at number 4. But so can KL Rahul. He is also one of those batters who can actually pace his innings, consolidate the innings in case you are in a situation like this. But Washington Sundar is.
Yeah, Washington Sundar maybe at. Yeah, he's there.
Washington Sundar is there. So I think because of what Washington Sundar did in New Zealand, I think it has given Indian team a lot of confidence as to how they bat, especially their batting resources. But Washington Sundar, I think he's a very, very good batsman. He can only improve from here, because how old is he? 22, 23?
Yeah, I mean, he was in
should be
the
somewhere around
23, 24, yeah. He was in the 2016 batch of the Under-19
So
World Cup.
23, 24, he would be 23, 24. And but the only issue that I have here is we'll have to see how Washington Sundar bats in conditions like these, because We saw him. He got runs in Australia in that Brisbane test.
Brisbane Test.
Then 2 innings in Australia and one more, by the way. Not to forget the Ahmedabad one.
Yeah.
The Ahmedabad
He
one
missed out.
also.
He almost got a century there.
Yeah. So one thing that I wanted to see how Washington Sundar would bat in situations where the ball is turning, and in Bangladesh you will get that kind of wickets because the ball will keep a bit low, and that is and to be honest, I would today at least I would back Shikhar Dhawan to get some runs.
Hope so, because look,
Yes.
Dhawan's strike rate has been a big issue in 2022. Plus, he's not gotten runs consistently. Although, okay, he may get runs, but then the pace at which will that be a big concern for India heading into the 2023 World Cup? Because they'll say you would want quick runs. Can Dhawan give you quick runs at the top? Rohit, if he fails, how will Dhawan play? And basically, if you have to look at the Bangladesh 11, if you have to say there are, okay, 1 minute. You have Ibadat Hussain, who's a pacer, Hassan Mahmood, who's a pacer, Mustafizur is a pacer, Mehdi Hassan and is a off spinner. Well, he's a mystery spinner if you have to look at it. And
All-rounder,
Afif Hussain is there, and right arm orthodox, right arm off spinner, and Mehmudullah. These are your bowling options that you've got. So the rest of the team, there was no Shariful Islam, the left arm pacer. You could have explored an option of Shariful because left armers Rohit, maybe he might struggle a bit, but that's not happening. So Bangladesh have actually gone with only 3 pacers and 2 spinners. Afif Hussain and Mehdi Hassan, Mustafizur, Hassan Mahmood and Ibadat are your other pacers. Flat deck, nothing changes much in Bangladesh. You look at it, whether it will be a slow, low turner in the second innings, we don't know. But that is the situation at this point. And compared with India, 4 pacers and 2 spinners. And yet again, do Bangladesh know something that India doesn't know in these conditions? Because they have gone with only 5 pacers, bolstered their batting. But India have got batting in the form of Washington Sundar and Shahbaz Ahmed, Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chair until number 9. Only Mohammad Siraj and Kuldeep Sen do struggle a bit with the bat.
Okay, Aditya Kavlekar is saying we need more wicket-taking bowlers, especially spinners for the World Cup.
Yes.
Mridul Krishna is saying why Kuldeep Yadav is not playing because he is not part of your ODI squad,
Yes.
and I don't have any reason as to why he's not there in Bangladesh for the ODI series. Then what's the update on our fast bowlers, Prasiddh Krishna, and will Bumrah be able to play the border? Akash Bhardwaj is saying. Prasiddh Krishna, of course, is still recuperating from that injury as far as Bumrah is concerned. Hopefully, because it's been a few months now. He got injured. In fact, he got injured
After the
way
England
back,
series.
but then he came back, bowled a few overs in that home series against South Africa.
Yes.
In South Africa, and was then ruled out of the World Cup. So let's see whether he is going to play that home series against Australia or not. Should Shreyas bowl if it spins? Just to know. Vinayak Yadav.
Nah.
Never know. Although he's been, but I wonder if Rohit Sharma asked him to bowl or not. Although it looks, I won't be surprised. You know, a leg spinning option is always good. Is Rahul our best wicket keeper? Parav Sangar is saying. Obviously not. He is not your best keeper. You have.
Sanju.
You have Rishabh. I think Rishabh Pant is the best wicket keeper. I can't say whether he is the best wicket keeper batsman at the moment, especially in white ball format. But if you ask me, he is the best batsman, best wicket keeper currently in this Indian setup. And then you have Sanju Samson, you have Ishan Kishan, by the way, who is part of the squad.
Yes.
Ishan Kishan is part of the squad. Just that they may not have been able to find a place for him to bat. That is the reason why he couldn't.
You have Rajat Patidar, you also have Rahul Tripathi.
Yeah,
They have also not been
exactly.
picked. But where will you fit Rahul Tripathi and Rajat Patidar? That is the big question. Same problem with Ishan Kishan. Where do you fit him? In case if Dhawan doesn't fire, maybe that is 1% chance perhaps.
By the way, By the way, Rajat Patidar and Rahul Tripathi both have been named in the 15.
Yes.
Now, a lot of you would be wondering, of course, to play a match is something different, and to be named in the squad and in the 15 members is something different. So I'll tell you what. So what is the difference? So everybody who's part of that 15, the 15 that India has named, in which you have Akshar Patel, you have Rajat Patidar, you have Rahul Tripathi, and there's one more person in the 15 member squad. Just let me.
Ishan Kishan, you had mentioned. Rahul Tripathi, Rajat Patidar, Ishan Kishan, Akshar Patel.
Ishan Kishan.
Yeah.
So it's all about match fees. So yeah, it's not just that the 11, the playing 11 will get the match fee. The 15 will get. Suppose, for example, now the Indian team, the BCCI has named a 17-member squad. So the two who are not there, that is Rishabh Pant and there's one more guy, no?
That I have to check.
Yeah. So the sorry. No, Akshar Patel too is in the 15, no?
Yeah,
17 members.
17-member squad.
So there's one more person.
Wait,
So
I'll check that.
so those will not, those two will not get the match fee, and the 15 who are there in the 15 players will get the match fee. That's the only difference. Because okay, Karan's now Michael Vaughan is not saying anything about the pitch, but when in India his team is bundled out under 200, then they're crying baby only. Yeah, um, England got 657 runs.
You're talking about Yash Dayal.
Oh,
ODIs. Yash Dayal. 17 members.
yeah,
squad,
Yash Dayal replaced somebody, no?
Yes.
Yash Dayal was Yash Dayal and Kuldeep Sen had replaced Kuldeep, of course, replaced um, Mohammad Shami.
Mohammad Shami, yeah.
Then I think Ravindra Jadeja's replacement was Yash Dayal.
No, Yash Dayal, even when Ravindra Jadeja was included, it's there.
Then who replaced Ravindra Jadeja?
Well, that I have to check again.
Somebody must have.
Yeah. So that is the thing. Bangladesh ODIs, that's how it is. Umran Malik, I guess. Umran replaced Shami.
Umran replaced Shami, yes, and
Yash Dayal, I think.
and Kuldeep Sen and Yash Dayal
Yeah.
were drafted in as replacements
Yes.
for Ravindra Jadeja and one more guy.
Yes, yes. So that is the situation. Too many permutations and combinations. And this latest injury for Rishabh Pant has once again thrown everything out of the equation.
Acha, a lot of people may have joined us a bit late. So, for example, Anshu Mishra is also asking that BCCI or the team management have dropped. They've dropped Rishabh Pant. So, what the news is: A, Bangladesh have won the toss and they have elected to field first, which means India will bat. Then there is no Rishabh Pant in this playing 11. In fact, KL Rahul is going to keep wickets. So the 11 looks something like this. Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan will open. Then at number 3 you have Virat Kohli. At number 4 and 5 it would be KL Rahul or Shreyas Iyer. Then you have Shahbaz Ahmed. Then you have Washington Sundar at number 7. Then 8 would be Deepak Chahar or 8-9 would be Deepak Chahar or Shardul Thakur. If you ask me, I'll go with Deepak Chahar. Then you have 10-11 as Mohammad Siraj and Kuldeep Sen, the Rajasthan Royals. In fact, he is from so Kuldeep Sen will make his international debut today.
He's from Madhya Pradesh, right?
Yeah, he's from Madhya Pradesh, but plays for Rajasthan Royals. Yeah,
yes.
I
Had
was
a
just
good,
about
had
to-
a decent IPL. I think he took 4 wickets against RCB, if I'm not mistaken. He really impressed with the pace. 145 kmph. He regularly touched in the IPL. So let's see. Pant is not dropped, anime fan. He's injured and is ruled out of the ODI series. He'll be back for the test matches. That is the latest update that we have got from the BCCI. Medical advice on the grounds of medical advice. Pant has been ruled out. And in comes KL Rahul back as a wicket keeper, and his CSC's fitness will be tested, because we had always said KL Rahul will not want to keep much because of a lot of fitness issues that he's having for the past 1.5 years. But yeah, can someone explain to me the logic? Wait, Bahar Ali. We are not picking up Shubman Gill and Samson. The ODI series India making huge mistake going with player stages and not performance. Bahar Ali, I have foregone logic when it comes to the Indian cricket team's selection. I do not understand so many. If you want to add nuts and bolts in this Indian cricket team lineup, I just don't understand it. I will just say ignore logic. Whatever is the situation at this point in time, let this be the current situation. So Austin Dekuna, what happened to him? Suddenly injury and he's been ruled out. So that is the only thing. That's all we can say. So the match is about to begin at Mirpur. Bangladesh have chosen to bowl and we will see how it pans out. So thank you so much, folks. Mustafizur is going to open the bowling. We'll be back for the mid-innings. Stay tuned to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Don't forget to press the like, comment and share button and subscribe to Sports Today. Thank you. Bye-bye.